Oh shit! That was sick. Kill that bitch.
Fucking Ultra.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, oh my god!
Fucking hell. Please, good work out there.
What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and this morning we're going to be talking about the Halloween event and a ton of surprises coming to Season 6 of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new coverage going up over on dkdynamite.com, expanding on all the content that you're seeing here on the channel in the form of articles on the site, and plenty of tweets over on Detonated's Twitter as well. With that being said, September is a pretty big month for Call of Duty. As you guys are likely aware of already, September the 6th is the brand new release date for the Fort Resurgence Warzone map. It got delayed from the launch or reloaded for whatever reason. September 9th, we have the Lara Croft Operator Pack, followed by the launch of Season 6 on September 27th, and then of course COD Next on October the 5th. I'll be attending that event live in person, covering Modern Warfare 3 and the brand new Warzone map first for you guys here on the channel. Now, yesterday a surprise bundle did end up dropping for 2,400 COD points for those interested. It features the Alex Operator skin, or a new look for him I should say, an active duty slot for DMZ. We have a finishing move which actually contains a pet, so it's a pet finisher. It's not actually Riley like we originally thought, but it is another dog named Sid. We also have two animated blueprints featuring fast ensured weapon cooldown time, and both these blueprints have blue vapor spark tracer fire as well as termination death effects. I've heard some comments out there from the community that apparently these death effects are very similar to a Terminator bundle that we had during Vanguard's life cycle. That could very well be the case. We also have a charm, a sticker, a loading screen, and even an emblem as a part of this bundle. But also an update for MW2 that I almost forgot to mention: the M13C assault rifle, which was previously only obtainable through completing the Shadow Siege event, now has a brand new unlock challenge for those that missed out on the event. It is to get 35 hipfire kills while using assault rifles. So unless you guys get the weapon from DMZ and exfil with it, or buy a bundle featuring a blueprint for the M13C, this is the new method to unlock the weapon for free if you guys out there again missed out on the MW3 reveal event that was within Warzone a couple of weeks ago. Now, also a quick plug: my DK Bomb plushies are now shipping to all those who may have previously pre-ordered them over at dkdynamite.store. The link is down below. They turned out much bigger than I thought they were going to be, which is really exciting. I'm just really surprised at how accurate that plushie is to my bomb logo. They're pillow sized and really damn cool. So if you guys want to check out the plushies, the link is again down below in my merch shop, and they'll be shipping to anybody worldwide starting right now. But of course, with the release of Season 5 Reloaded, a ton of leaks did surface, and the usual data miners on Twitter did go ahead and post a ton of early information about what to expect with Season 6 and updates even beyond that. I reached out to the studio for permission to actually talk about a lot of this content in this video, since outlets like Charlie Intel, Modern Warzone, and a few others were posting the data mine images over on Twitter, so we should be in the clear now to go ahead and talk about this here in a video. So with that being said, with the Season 6 data breach that happened many months ago, it was reported that with Season 6 would come an event called the Haunting of Saba. Now, Saba is actually the codename for Al Mazrah, so with that, it looks like there's been a Halloween event in the works for quite some time. In terms of other details that have surfaced, which are kind of random, but I want to bring them up anyway, apparently a Haunting of Vandal is supposed to happen, so we might end up getting Halloween festivities added to multiple Battle Royale maps, which is exciting. And apparently the train on Al Mazrah will turn into a hell train. That sounds exciting. And the Zombies in Spaceland UFO ship sounds were apparently discovered for Warzone 2, with announcer tracks being found with repeating numbers. Could be tied to an Easter egg quest or some type of interactive event that'll be happening with something on Al Mazrah or even something on Vandal. The composer for The Nun 2, a movie in the Conjuring universe, this is Jason Graves. He's reportedly working on the score for a Halloween event for Modern Warfare 2, so that led folks to believe that maybe the Nun would be some type of crossover character inside of MW2 and Warzone. Maybe she'll be a jump scare or something, but other than that, it could just be the same composer working on the soundtrack for the Halloween event, not connected to his Conjuring movie at all whatsoever. There's apparently been a mummy type boss also found for Season 6. It's unclear how the boss will work. Do you have to face this boss in matches of BR or a special playlist? We'll have have to wait and see how that'll work. Now, another Activision property known as Diablo may apparently be crossing over with Call of Duty at some point, which wouldn't really surprise me. I mean, it did it with Crash Bandicoot a couple of months ago, but apparently the Butcher from Diablo, as well as a villain known as Lilith, may make an appearance in this haunting event. Apparently, voice lines were discovered that may belong to these characters. Some icons from Diablo were also found in Modern Warfare 2's files, so they might find a way to incorporate some Diablo characters into the haunting event, which is cool. So what might be happening here is a giant haunting event that features a culmination of multiple crossovers across different series and franchises, not just one or two operator bundles like we've typically seen in the past for other haunting events. But now jumping into the juicy information for the Halloween event here in MW2, the usual data miners did find a reference to zombies being in multiplayer and ghosts being within Warzone. So these will most likely be separate playlists, but this could be a scenario like what we saw in Season 4 where the Temp V field upgrade got added into regular matches of Warzone BR. And they could do something here where even regular playlists of BR or Resurgence are also flooded with zombies or ghosts, whatever the case is. But I am crossing my fingers for a special playlist in Warzone and multiplayer so it doesn't interrupt the flow for those out there that just want to play regular games of COD. Take that as you may, but I think there's a big opportunity here, as we'll talk about in a little bit, to set up Modern Warfare 3 zombies, and maybe canonically you have zombies inside of DMZ or Warzone, and that helps set up the plot a little bit for MW3. Hopefully it's not just a Halloween special type of experience, and it's actually somewhat canon to the story. Parts of this event, at least, could be canon to the story. Now, with that, operators were also discovered for Season 6. It's unclear if this is the final list of operators coming in the final season, but we have Skeletor from He-Man, Ash Williams from Evil Dead. It's unclear if he's going to be played by Bruce Campo. I certainly hope so. We have Spawn, and then Alucard from Hell Sing. So that's 4 different Halloween-themed operators that may be coming into Modern Warfare 2. Do keep in mind, though, that some of these operators might not end up coming out. Some of these might be planned and maybe are in development, but could end up getting canceled, right? Keep in mind, there was references found recently to a Lil Jon operator and even some Flava Flav blueprints for the 50 Years of Hip Hop celebration. Neither one of those pieces of content ended up coming out, so maybe those things were planned out and maybe were set in stone at one point and then got scrapped at the very last second. Stuff like that could happen all the time, whether it's for legal issues, whether it's for time constraints, who knows. But as of now, those are the leads we have on who the operator is likely going to be for the upcoming Halloween crossover. I know we had Jigsaw as a crossover in Modern Warfare 19, but I'm a huge Saw fan, and Saw 10's coming out in a couple of weeks, so I'm like, hey, that would have been cool to see Billy again, but it makes sense to try something a little bit different for this year's Halloween event, especially considering that for Vanguard last year, we didn't get a haunting event at all, even though Michael Myers might have been a good fit if they would have done an event last year since Halloween Ends came out, but can't get everything you want, right? Now, to build on this, a bunch of Halloween-themed skins were also discovered, and there's very clear HD images online already. We have a zombie skin for Cleo, we have a Raven-looking skin for Callisto, a pumpkin-themed skin for Fender, and likely a bunch of other skins that are going to be featured in some other bundles that get announced. It's unclear if all of Season 6 is going to be themed around Halloween, you know, from start to finish, or will just half of the season be themed around Halloween, and you have to wait until maybe close to the mid-Season 6 update to get a lot of this content. That's a big question mark as of right now. But do keep in mind, all of this Halloween content is going to be usable day one inside of Modern Warfare 3. So if you want to jump into MW3 MP or zombies with, let's say, Ash Williams or Spawn or anybody else you might have bought in Modern Warfare 2, you can do that. Now, there was a comment made recently that kind of suggested that some content won't transfer over, and they haven't really specified what that content could be aside from, let's say, vehicles that aren't in Modern Warfare 3, but some operators might not be available, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of the licensed ones are only contracted for one Call of Duty, not multiple, and then they just can't transfer them to Modern Warfare 3, but I'll keep you guys posted with exactly what is or isn't going to transfer. I also want to remind you guys about a potential seasonal event during Season 6 that'll be visible in the Events tab, allowing you to complete a series of challenges to get a bunch of free cosmetics. They'll likely be Halloween themed, and then there'll be one bonus unlock at the very end, whether it's a blueprint, whether it's an operator skin, something cool could be added that way. And then during the mid-season update, or at some point in Season 6, we also could potentially see a universal camo that's Halloween themed added in through a series of challenges. There could be a big mastery unlock for all weapons as well, maybe even another vehicle-based challenge event. Lots of possibilities with what they can do, but don't forget, during Cold War with our haunting event, there was a really cool event that had a series of very easy challenges, but the final reward was actually a DLC easy weapon, and I thought that was great to see. The challenges were a bit too easy with that haunting event, but I'm sure they could spice things up quite a bit with Modern Warfare 2 and have a decent amount of challenges that are fairly difficult or at least tedious or time-consuming through MP, Warzone, DMZ. Nothing too simple, but something that's still manageable with a decent reward at the end. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on everything we know so far about a Halloween event coming into Modern Warfare 2? How you feeling about the other surprises that were discovered with Season 5 Reloaded, plus everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.